Welcome to TrueHomeJoy.com. Thank you for visiting our site. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel and like our video. You have waited for years to conceive. Few weeks ago, you felt the symptoms but you wanted to be sure before telling your husband. So, you tested and confirmed your suspicion. You are very happy. You tell your husband and he is very happy too. He kisses you and you kiss him back. You are both overjoyed. When suddenly he begins suggesting names for the baby, you do not like what you are hearing. The names he is mentioning somehow irritates you. You give your suggestions. Likewise, he disagrees. You explain. He insists. And now you are arguing. Before things go bad, stop and read this article. Naming your child can sometimes be frustrating. There are times when choosing the name for the newborn affects not just the parents but the whole clan, and you will be surprised. We wrote this article to give parents tips and suggestions on how to undergo this endeavor of naming their baby smoothly and stress-free. First tip: do not forget that it is your call. No matter what others say or feel, as parents, it is your decision what to name your child. You do not have to explain it to anyone, neither you have to get the approval of anybody. Do not react to the suggestions of others, especially to those who are close to you such as your parents or your in-laws. Just hear them and thank them for their suggestions. Give less attention to the feelings of others. Think of how you feel and more importantly of how your child might feel. As Christians, my spouse and I believe that our names are God-given, so we prayed to our Heavenly Father on what to name our children. Second tip: it must be agreed by both parents. If you are a single parent, you may skip this part, otherwise please proceed. Always remember that the mother and the father must work together for the child and not against each other, thus both must agree on what to name their child. If both parents cannot agree on a single name, we suggest giving the child two names. One to be provided by the father and the other by the mother. Just like we did when we named our babies, my spouse and I prepared 3 names each of us. We then paired each of the names and decided which. Third tip: choose names with meaning. Please do give your son or daughter a name with positive meaning and not just something from your wild imagination. One day your child would ask you the meaning of his or her name, and it would be nice if you can provide positive answers. It will give your child a notion that his or her name was thought of seriously and he or she will feel loved. There are different sources where you can lift the name of your child. Here are some. Your own name. For some reason, there are people who hate their name and wouldn't want to pass it to their children. But there are children who feels good knowing that they are named after their mother or father or both. Grandparents' name. Naming your child after his or her grandparent is honoring the latter. Just be careful not to hurt the feelings of the other grandparents. To hurt. I know someone who derived the name of their daughter from the names of her 2 grandmothers. As an example, a child is named Violet because her grandmother's names are Leandra and Violetta. Saint of the Day. Catholics designates feast day for every saint. There is one for every day. You can check a Catholic calendar, also available online, and see whose feast day is the day of your child's birth. Endeavor to know more about the saint if you are naming your child after the canonized one, and tell it to him or her in the future. This is for you and your child's inspiration. Name of famous people, past or present. There is nothing wrong in naming your son after a national hero or your daughter after a mega celebrity. There are just 2 points that we think must be considered. 1. You are naming your offspring after the famous personality because you are inspired by that person and not just because you like the sound of his or her name. You may be a follower of his/her work or an avid fan. The point is the person has good qualities or principles that you want your child to emulate in the future. And 2. Do not take the whole name. Your child may be ridiculed by others if his name, let's say, is Thomas Alva Edison C. Jacobs. Just take the first or the last. Or you may coin a new name from the names of the famous personality. For example, you can form the name Thompson from names Thomas and Edison. Fourth tip: never name your child after your ex-boyfriend or ex-girlfriend. It is a big no to name your child after your ex. No matter how beautiful it is, and even if your spouse doesn't know. When she finds out, he or she may not believe you even if you swear to the heavens that you just love the name and not the person. Fifth tip: love the name you chose. Do not mind the bad comments if there is any, and do not try to explain anything to anybody. Love your child and his or her name, that is what matters most. We hope you liked this article. If you did, please share it with your friends and together let us share true home joy. Please like and follow us at facebook.com/truehomejoy. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel at True Home Joy or click the following link. https://www.youtube.com/channel UC8YGLKHz-CoOP5MZPQ. If you need writers, please visit this link. https://www.facebook.com/chvico/services/ ref=page_internal. Thank you for watching.